What I always tell the men in my programs is to be grateful for every single experience in dating, in life, because it's leading them to that person that they're meant to be with. And I truly believe this. I've experienced it in my own life, that there is something to be learned in your dating experiences. If you continue to have the same dating experiences again and again, you go on a few dates and a woman says she doesn't feel a romantic interest, you end up in an emotionally unavailable relationship. There is something that you are meant to learn from this experience. That's why it keeps happening. You haven't healed something within yourself. And so we need to identify what that is so you can heal it, to be able to move on and to create new dynamics in your dating and love life. And so if you can, instead of feel disheartened, which it's okay to feel disheartened, right? It's okay to be disappointed by certain experiences and to feel the loss and to feel the sense of, grief of not having what it is that you thought you wanted in that moment. But it's also so important to have gratitude for it, because without those moments, you're not going to necessarily learn what it is that you're meant to, or heal what it is that you're meant to, in order to get to the woman of your dreams, or the man of your dreams, right? If you're a woman listening. And so by having gratitude for each one of those experiences, you are able to not only stay in light in your dating life and stay an energetic match for somebody else who is also growing and learning, because it is so much easier for all of us to blame external circumstances for why things are happening. We are all our own common denominator. And that's not to say that you should blame yourself. Blame is not a productive feeling. That creates more shame, which actually doesn't help the situation. I see a lot of men and people who want to shame themselves because they think it'll motivate them to change in the future. Like, oh, if I make myself feel so bad right now, I will change in the future. But it actually does the opposite, because it reduces your self-esteem. And when you don't feel good about yourself, you don't care how you show up. You're like, screw it. I'm just going to act however I want to act. And then you don't actually honor yourself in the process. So by instead having gratitude, you're able to take ownership for what you can do to heal from that experience and to stay in alignment with what it is that you desire. And so it allows you then to get back out there quicker, to have more fun in dating, to relate to more people, to just see that you are meant to be put on this earth. I mean, I met amazing men when I was dating, like awesome guys, people who have become friends, who I got just amazing guidance from. Like, they were all meant to come into my life for a reason. And by seeing that and to looking at that and understanding that and staying so grounded in that belief, and I was able to get to where I am today. And so, a lot of people ask me how I always stay so positive, or, it's not that love has been easy for me to find in life. I definitely had a lot of growing and learning to do, because I had so much love to give, but I didn't know who to give it to. And so by always having gratitude for every single experience that I had, and even experiencing love that then didn't. I remember I had a friend, she goes, I went through a breakup when I was younger, and she goes, Emily, you realize the love that you shared and the partnership you shared, a lot of people would actually kill to even just experience that. Yeah. And I was like, that is so true. And so it's so important to look at, just because something doesn't work out the way that you think it will, or just because you hear a no, that it's not necessarily something to shut down around. Like, stay open. I don't know anyone listening, if you've read Untethered Soul, I love that book. And it talks about keeping your heart open, and just every single time, just that you want to close it, just doing everything you can to keep it open. And what better way to keep it open than gratitude?
I love that.
Yeah.
Just hearing what you said makes me think of that Ariana Grande song, Thank You. Like,
Thank you next.
Yeah, thank you next. Like, I know it's just like this pop song, but the meaning, when I heard that, and I don't listen to that music as much as maybe some people do, but that song came on the radio and I'm like, what an adult level song to be in this tone, because it really speaks to it. Like,
it's true.
Yes, there's so much we learn from every relationship.
Yeah.
And we don't need to bash our exes. But that's almost something that's so pre-programmed, right? We get together from both sides, masculine, feminine, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
And it's almost like part of that healing process. Oh, we have to point out every awful thing about them.
Yeah.
But we don't.
Right.
What if, instead of bashing them, We gave gratitude for every gift they gave us
Mm-hmm.
and every beautiful experience they brought into our life and every opportunity to learn that they gave us. And then that's how we got closure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what an amazing gift. So thank you
How
for sharing
beautiful.
that.
Yes, I love that. And, you know, a lot of the times when we feel rejected, it feels easier to reject somebody else back, right? And to, like I said, look at the external instead of going internal. Like, ooh, why did that hurt? Like, why did that feel so uncomfortable for me to be rejected by this person? Or what stories am I now solidifying about myself because of this rejection? Because we ultimately fear rejection because it's solidifying limiting beliefs and thoughts and fears that we already have within us. And so when you're able to recognize you choose your thoughts and that doesn't need to be your reality, then you don't need to reject somebody else to feel better about yourself. You're able to find acceptance and love for your imperfections as well too, and gratitude for them, because they're ultimately going to get you to the person who is also grateful that you've been through those things and that you have those pieces of yourself.